Hello, this is the ocean, and this is the ocean's deep blue. And I am going to put on some stuff to let people file in. Hoo hoo hoo. Oh, we do the deepest of woo here. But right now, here we go. Hello there, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hello, RJ and Dolly. Hello, Daddy. Well, hello, Daddy. How's that coming through? Is that coming through okay? I mean, Hook would like this. I can't find that. I can't find the knockers. I can't find the knockers. I mean, the beaters. Okay, now Scotty would like that. You would like that. Hello, it sounds fine. Cool. Kind of fairy sounding, isn't it? Let's see if it sounds any different with this. Ah, I like it. It's a tongue drum. Hello. It kind of echoes in there. Let's see if I put them in here. Ah! I did. I put my little finger tapper things, and I don't know where the beaters are, but I got the little finger tapper things here. I'll play a little bit. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, we're gonna get some music. Oh, and by the way, here's Mr. Incredible showing his best side. He just likes to show off the fact that he's not got a tail. See, he's very proud of that. Would you like to face your adoring? No, maybe later. Yeah, nah, he's too busy staring at the wall. Let's do that. I'll just stare at the wall, fake you out, make you think maybe something's there. Who knows? Maybe something is there. Maybe they see it and we don't. Oh, really? Wee. Okay, so yeah, I got little. I hope I'm giving the others a chance to find the channel on. I knew I was going to get caught with by the time change because all of a sudden there was plenty of time, and then all of a sudden, whoa, it's 8:30 already, and the time has passed. It was like, what the hell? Um, I think I got caught in time change land. I had a feeling it was going to happen tonight. I'll try it in a bucket of water sometimes. See, as I push it down. This sounds interesting. It's aluminum, so I don't think it'll rust, but the numbers might come off. Got these little numbers on it. It's all purple, see? Of course it's purple. It's mine. It's purple, of course. I don't know where I put the beaters to it though. The little, you know, oh well, we can improvise, but I do know where these are. So we have a little background music. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I lost this for a little while and I just found it again. Um, oh, real pretty handpan. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty little handpan. Not a big one, but it's just a good size to have up here with me on the table under the phone when I'm streaming. It's about the perfect size. Can have a little background of music. It kind of sounds like fairies. So before I get really into what I want to talk about, I'm going to let a few more people find us. So, but I was on John's show today. We were talking about various stuff as we variously do. And so, see, the weird thing is being multidimensional, running into your other selves. When we think about that, um, and it actually happened to me, and it was a surprise. I didn't wake up that day and say, I think I'm going to meet myself these days, this day of my time. I think I'll just meet a couple of myselves. And I'm like, no, I didn't do that. No, it was a complete surprise to me. Um, hmm. Oh, cool. Yeah, me too. Um, yeah, I know. It's like we got to wait and hope that somebody sees the damn announcement, right? So, but I was on John's show and it seemed like we were having really a good discussion about all kinds of things. And one of the things that we mentioned was um, some of the changes that happen once you go into menopause as a woman. And I know men have their own stuff that happens, but going through perimenopause and menopause without any hormone therapy, it's not that easy. And I wish I would have had some. I could not convince anybody to give it to me. So I had to look into plants and natural remedies and see, they don't really take women seriously in the first place. We still don't. So in a lot of instances, I can't say that about all doctors. It's just in general, they don't. So yeah. You know what, Dolly? I was making pasta too. I made pasta tonight. After John's show, I was really hungry. We talked up a storm, didn't we? And a lot of times I must have been pushing through a lot of energy because I was famished. Because when I put out a lot of energy, you know, when there's some kind of magic being moved, I get hungry. I get real hungry. And maybe I'm not hungry all day, but I will be after that. So I was just famished and I went in, made a nice big pot of pasta, and I made it with imported pasta because I don't trust the wheat in this country. And I will try, and this is something that I found. If I use imported pasta, but not our pasta, our wheat, made with our wheat, imported pasta doesn't seem to bother me, but the pasta from here bothers me. So, is it really the wheat itself, or is it just our wheat with our glyphosate, our genetic modifications, and all that crap? I'm beginning to think it's not all wheat that's the problem. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kids hitting puberty. It's very rough. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Oh, no. Aw, that's so sweet. Don't worry too much. It's okay. We love you. Okay. Yeah, Varilla. Yeah, forget it. It's okay, love. Well, like I said, I'm going to wait until the whole gang gets here before I talk about some of the changes. But I have looked over what life is kind of telling me, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a change. It's just a little change. I may have to go down. They are offering on StreamYard, they are offering a discounted program where you get to keep all of your basic stuff, but you just have a StreamYard watermark. That may be what I have to do. So there may be a big old StreamYard watermark. I'll see how horrible that is. And then maybe after that I'll pay. I don't know. But this month has been, last couple months have been grueling. And I've had to have a lot of faith that things are going to work out. And they do. But sometimes it takes some time for them to work out. Ah, Woo Rider. Good to see you, though. Um, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Take care, Woo Riders. Um, I understand. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to be on a freaking 10 o'clock. It's like all of a sudden it went for me. My clock went from, I just got out of John's. I ate some pasta, and all of a sudden it's 9:30. What the hell happened all that time? You know? What? So I don't know. I know that part of it is we've got the daylight savings time thing that might have flipped. It's the only thing I can think of, but geez, that's a lot of difference in time. It doesn't take that long to make some freaking pasta and eat it. And then the other thing about it is I get it. done. And I think, okay, so I'm going to have a little taste of it, see if the seasoning is right and so on, just so I put out a spoon of it. I make a great big pot, put out a spoon of it and taste it. It's okay. It's pretty good. And I eat that. And then I realize I'm full. And I'm like, why am I full? I I barely ate anything. I barely ate any of this massive amount of pasta I made because I was so freaking hungry all day, from not eating all day. And I just ate this little tiny bit, and it's just that it's over now anymore, and I'm going to throw up, right? So I'm like, what the hell? I'm not really complaining exactly. What's going on today? Hey, oh, you're adding a side of peppers and homemade garlic bread. Oh, man. Yeah, time is doing weird shit lately. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. This I made sketty with mushrooms and beef and onions and garlic and ricotta cheese. I threw a little ricotta cheese in there. Only thing it's missing, I forgot I was going to put a little pesto in there, but I barely ate any of it. I just couldn't believe it. I made this big pot. I was just so hungry and I just ate this little tiny bit and I'm so full now. It's so weird. Yeah, and the time is just jumping. It's just making these jumps all of a sudden. Zip zam, I'm in it's late. It's like, what the hell? It's dark out. Wait, wait. I just, what? It's so weird. So, anyway, that's been happening. So I knew there was gonna be something going on, and I had a feeling that tonight I wasn't gonna be on. I wanted to be on at 8:30, but it wasn't gonna happen. I just had the feeling, it wa that something was up. So anyway, uh, I had a time skip, and I've been having them. I've been having time skips, just out where we skip ahead, and all of a sudden it's a different time. And I know I remember exactly what I was doing. I fed the cat and blah blah blah, and fed the kitty. Yeah, you, Mr. Mew. Oh, now he's going to be adorable. Now you're finally in the mood to be adorable. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, you can see him. Here he is, getting his little belly rubbed. Now he's going to be adorable. He's in the mood. He's in the mood. He's in the mood for love. He's in the mood for love. If I'll just rub his belly. Da 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 da. He wants a belly rub. uh, he's a little lover cat. Be my little lover boy, kitty. Ooh, kitty. We're all a little ADD. Look at kitty. So anyway, is that straight? Is my phone straight? Or do I have to get a rainbow tag for it? It's because I'm playing the fairy music. So Yeah, one of these days I'm going to have to bring my guitar and play some music. We have to portion and freeze batches because, oh, yeah, absolutely, RJ. I absolutely. Oh, no, I didn't get this off of Temu, but they have them, I think. I probably should have got it off of Temu. It'd probably be a lot cheaper if I had, but no, I got it off Amazon a while back. I just found it again. The little drum. Right, I drop in too. But I got my own pasta. And it's pretty good pasta too. And I kind of wish I could eat it, but I don't kind of wish that I really need to because it's okay. I don't need all that. Okay. Yeah, Timu is addictive. If you want to help me out and click my affiliate Timu link, that would be helpful. But if you've already clicked somebody else's Timu link, it's probably not. But if you are anybody playing the little games like Fishland and um, Farmland, and because I play the little games so far, I've gotten some free stuff. I've gotten some nice free stuff. Hmm. It does track Dolly. Oh, Dolly's in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I find that well, the wacky people, and I know how they call the Trumpites, the super ultra mega waramalama ding dong, whatever, they call them. They put all these superlatives. But this is like the lefties, the extreme lefty dark side. Um, they just seem to be losing it. And I have watched the lefties. I watch with great relish the lefties losing it because it's about time. It's about time. Hmm. Well, if you can get up to Ohio, I got food. But anyway, yeah, they've got a feature on some show. Is it's one of the news shows. I think it's one of the news shows from the UK. Lefties losing it. And oh my gosh, are they losing it? But so they took Fannie Willis. Now, I'm wondering about this. Who named Fannie Willis? Any the mother who named their child Fanny after having a name like Willis. Willis. What you talking about, Willis? You know? But to a 13-year-old boy's mind, it's Fanny Willis. Anybody who names their kid that, what are they thinking? I know if a kid was named that where I went to school, they never hear the end of that. Okay. So what the heck? Did you see the last Tartaria Australia? Oh gosh, go ahead and put that link in, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Wait a minute. I'm going to turn on my tablet and so I can be able to click the links along with everybody else. Kitty! Kitty, kitty, kitty. South Aus. South Australia. We have a lot of Australians somehow. Yeah. Fanny Will ass. I mean, really, seriously, is that a name you wanna give your kid? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. But then again, maybe if I wanted to make the kid tough, really tough. But they're finally getting her. She's mouthing off to the judge and everything about those charges. She's just being so disrespectful. I hope they do throw the book at her. She needs that. She really needs the world needs to see some kind of consequences for people just being completely terrible. You know, I don't think that it's very cool to act like you're above the law when you're a judge. I mean, anytime, but when you're a judge, it's even worse. You know, when you're a judge, you're supposed to be held to a little higher standard than the average person. Now, if you're a regular person and you lie and obfuscate to a judge, you could get all kinds of consequences for that, right? Let's see what she gets. Let's hope that it's something because, I really think people are losing faith. What the hell? They're always updating something. What? I don't need an update this moment. Now I'm going to have to swipe to unlock again. I hate the way they do that. Now I have to put in now I have to put in the code again to get into my own freaking tablet in my own freaking home. I hate that. I hate it. Okay. So now let me out of here. Okay, fine. Jesus, slamma damma damma ramma ding dong blang bling. And all that. Boy, I was sounding like our president for a minute. But I meant complete garbage. Garb. Yeah, I can't talk. Must have picked up some of that energy when I was talking about it. That's certainly frightening. No, he can't talk. He can't walk. He can't, but they're letting him be the figurehead for running the company. No, it's really more of a company, isn't it? It's a corporation. Yeah, the corporation. They're letting this guy be the figurehead for running the corporation. Oh, that's your Fishland invite? Wait. Mm-hmm. About as good as Venus Desire. Who's Venus Desire? Oh, yeah. That's your Fishland invite, RJ? What is? What is your Fishland? If you put something in, it didn't show up. But I'll make a moderator dater. Moderator dater later. Moderator duder. Okay, I'm impersonating the president. Doing my impressions of the president. Yeah, in the abstract, it may not be a great idea. For your daughter to name a kid Fannie Willis. Venus Desire. Oh my God. What? Yeah, that's a stripper name. Oh my gosh. That is what they name their daughter. Ay, 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 ay. Stripper name. I'm sure they can't think about it. Some of the names that they've given kids, they cannot possibly be thinking. If you name your kid something like grass or tree or okay, what? I can understand forest. I guess it isn't any worse if you name your kid grass or tree or forest. It's just um corpsorate corpsorate America, yeah. Brad Ash. He named his kid Brad Ash. Ah, 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 or XO2, yeah, or Apple. Yeah. Well, I can almost understand Apple because they had names like that in the old days. They had Willow and Pear. There were names like Pear, but kind of weird. Well, Celeste Aurora, that isn't bad though. Celeste Aurora is very pretty, and I don't know what you could make out of it. I don't know that you could make anything bad out of it. Orion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything that would be rude out of made to make out of that. So it's actually pretty. Yeah, the Rivers family. I think I'm going to put it on these two fingers. Let's see if that works better. Maybe. Oh yeah, I like that. Like the drum kitty. And no, I didn't get it from Timu, but yeah, I put my Timu link in the description. And RJ looks like he wrenched something. We wrenched RJ. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Brad Ash. Oh God. There you go. There's a higher note. Um, you did click it. Cool. How sweet. Yep, and my PayPal is there. Okay. Since there's some of you here, and I guess I'll just announce it later. Again, I'm putting it off because I am really kind of struggling with it, and I know that this is an ego thing, and I am going to get a Patreon. I don't really like it that well, the idea, but then again, maybe I do. I don't know. I don't want I like everything to be free. I'm paying for this every month, and it's getting to the point where uh I need to start thinking a little bigger. Not a, um so tomorrow is going to be our card reading night, and I'm going to have some different options where you can I'm going to have a Patreon. I'm going to have that all finished, I think, by tomorrow, hopefully. And I think I'm going to um, have just so many free readings, and then or maybe you can win a free reading. Maybe you can somehow get free readings. Or maybe if you're a member of my Patreon, you get free readings. But otherwise, people have to pay for a reading. And so much a card. If you want a 1 card reading, that's cool. If you want a 5 card reading, that's cool. But you're going to have to pay for it instead of just a 1 card reading. And I think what I might do is give all of my standard crew, my Patreons or whatever, they get theirs free. They just like it always has been. But people who are just showing up randomly are going to have to pay me something. And if they want a longer reading, they can pay for a longer reading. You know, maybe so much a card or something. Mm, yeah, I might as well. Erickson, well, that's cool. Erickson Smith, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. You're a Smith, in Matrix terms, that's kind of scary. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's good thinking, Dolly. Now, see, that's a conscientious mom, giving him a chance here. Um, well, coming year. Well, there's the puck. There he is. He's the puck. Okay, so puck is here. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try a Patreon. I am going to somehow find a way. I think there's a Patreon that's free. I think there's another that's like $3 or something. And I'll just offer something extra and see if I get anything that way. But yeah, people who are just breezing by. Um, I've been doing free readings for a long time now. And I don't think they've grown the channel that hugely. So, although we've found some new people here and there, it just doesn't seem to be panning out that great. So now, if you want And if you want a longer reading that very night, you can get a longer reading. It's just going to cost you that night. It's going to cost you. I'm going to go on my um I'm going to go on my PayPal and see if you paid me, and if you paid me, then I'll do the longer reading right there. So we'll see how it works. If it don't work, it don't work. What the heck? But if it do work, then it would maybe help me pay for this. So anyway, yeah, Pookie. Ah, well, that's okay, honey. Might just be napping and listening. That's okay. I do that sometimes. Has it been for some of us? It's like I will be very invigorated at sometimes, and all of a sudden I'll just be exhausted. Like I did a whole day's work, just in no time. I'll go from great to just like, oh, I'm tapped out. I don't know what's going on. It is very weird. Or gold or silver. Oh, okay. Gold or silver is good too. Yeah, you can email me. My email is at Gmail. Same thing. OceanDiana@gmail. And I've known you long enough, you can have my number. Right. Yeah, from M7. You know what? This is what I see. I see that there is going to be a lot of social unrest. That is going to be huge. There's going to be people staging a lot of protests. There's going to be more of these random fires. There's going to be loads of, I think the sun's activity is probably going to increase. I think the seismic activity is probably on the increase. And I think it looks like there's shaking all along the road right now. It looks like, okay, I'm getting that there are going to be like thrills and chills, not to let it get you down. I have been getting the message for a long time. The cities are going down. If you're in a city, it's not a good place. If you're on the outskirts of a city, you might be okay, like maybe the burbs or something. If you're in the heart of the city, it's not going to be good. There's going to be problems in any big city. Um, and I think that's because they're really leaning on it. They're going to concentrate on the cities because that's going to be the easiest to um, control and rile up a whole large number of people. That's going to, affect the largest number of people. So the attacks are going to be of various kinds are going to be in the cities. Of course, there are going to be some attacks, and just like I said, there's going to be more fires. Are they going to be natural? No, I don't believe for a moment that they are going to be. I think they're doing this. Now, there's a guy on YouTube, and he has what he calls a solar death ray. And he plays with it in his backyard all the time, and he melts rocks with it and other items. He blows stuff up, melts rocks. All it is a Fresnel lens from one of those projector TVs, those big old projector TVs that they used to have. Damn, if you can get a big old Fresnel lens and you have the room for it, you've got a freaking death ray. Because he takes the sun and he aims that through that lens at whatever he aims it at, and it does serious damage. I mean, serious damage. He has melted rocks, and now I'm thinking the melted cities that we are seeing, the melted cars that we are seeing, like in Lahaina, the melted cities of rock that we see that are supposedly mountains, but they're actually cities that have curtains of melted rock over the windows. Um, that was absolutely, and that could be nothing more than the power of the sun through a big lens. You get a powerful enough lens, a nice Fresnel lens, and you can do that to rocks. This guy's doing it in his backyard. He's doing it in his backyard. He calls it his solar death ray. Now, the Greeks talked about a weapon like this that would burn ships, catch ships on fire. It's like a magnifying glass and ants, okay? Like, boys take out the magnifying glass and fry ants. It's like that and fry stuff with a magnifying glass. That's what it's like. So, what? Oh my gosh. I believe that we got, yeah. Let's see what the chat is saying. Yeah, yes, you can. What? Obama stated Obama's not the president anymore. Well, he's not the official president. You don't need an ID to vote in the next president. People are gonna, oh, yeah, well, I would say shit's gonna go down. There are people who will not put up with that. I think, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oops, kitty. A crystal ball, yeah, that will magnify. And it burned a hole in your wall. Oh, jeez. Yeah, save the lenses because those are, I keep thinking we may need those. Yeah, those old projector TVs, those big, big suckers. Those are the ones that he made that out of. That's the kind of lens he made it out of. Yeah, if they're letting people vote without being without being citizens, without IDs, without anything, it's a free for all. And I think people are going to protest that. Oh my god. Election day is going to be dangerous as hell. As right now that's probably part of the protesting and stuff that I see. So that is a fact now. They haven't blocked that or taken it down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. See, we wondered if that was going to happen. We were thinking the reason they're letting in all those people, and then they're going to give them the way to vote, the right to vote. They're going to have them vote, and that's how they're going to win, because there is absolutely no way to win. There's no honest way to win. But I think that that's unconstitutional. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Dolly, we may need those. You never know. We may need them to start fires or to defend ourselves. Never know. Okay, I have a few people, like I was saying on John's show, if you know of anybody who would be interested, it is unified. I think it's just unified.com with a Y. UNIFY. No, yeah. IED, unified. And it's healing center. And it's if we start to get these all over the globe, there are some countries that they actually will give you help. There will help you get funding to get it built. But I think we need to nudge out hospitals, because I think they've gone nuts. I think we really need to get behind getting rid of the current system and pulling them into line, because they're going nuts too. The current medical system is effed. So the more of that we can, the more of that we can get going, the better off we are. Right. Banning private veggie gardens. Where? Oh, wow. Then I guess you're going to have to grow native wild herb gardens. Save the planet. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm very proud of Kent, because we have a florist in town that has these outdoor garden bins on their property, and they plant vegetables every year, and it's for anybody that walks by. It's for they grow vegetables in those bins, and people can just have them as a freebie. So, and then whatever people don't pick, they donate to, uh, right nearby, they donate to the soup kitchen. So at least people in my town are fairly conscientious. We also have programs where even the local co-op that has all of the and the health foods and stuff, they donate to the food kitchen too, the soup kitchen, and the outreaches and stuff we do have outreaches and stuff. So we have stuff at least in place to handle people without funds. Okay. So I'm in a very good spot here. If stuff goes down, like I lost my wallet and I went to two different food banks. And between them I got enough food. I'm going to be fine. So I have situated myself in a good spot that even if something goes down, I'm okay. Okay. I'm still okay. Um yeah, because I was kind of wondering how I was going to do that. It's like, geez, wonder how I'm going to buy groceries. Okay, I'm not buying groceries. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, the physical work. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, see, yeah, there's a lot of things that the very physical stuff I can't. But there's probably a reason for that, and I think yeah, and that's disgusting. Foods rotting in the field is disgusting. Yeah, and burning the cows, right. They're banning meat and burning the cows. Why? Guess what? That's another thing we discussed over on John's channel earlier. I'm doing my research. You can eat a completely meat diet, and you don't need to eat anything else. You really don't. Meat, water, and salt. That's what you can live on. You can live on that fine. You can live indefinitely on that. They're trying to tell you vegetables. They're trying to tell you veggies, right? Vegetables. They're trying to tell you bugs. No. Bugs have carapaces, can tear up your intestinal walls, and they have parasites. Whereas veggies have these things called lectins that we have developed a tolerance to, but still they're lectins, and you have to eat quite a nice assortment of them to get what you need, and they're not going to give you B12. There is yeast, a type of yeast that'll give you B12, but it's not going to be one of those naturally occurring things in any of the foods. So I don't really see how that's supposed to work. Right. And obviously they're doing this to keep yeah, they're doing this to keep the prices of meat way up and to herd people into eating the plant-based shit that they're pumping out. Oh boy. Yeah, non-citizens who hate us buying all our farmland. Oh my goodness. Kangaroo culls and then they don't and then they just leave the meat. That's terrible. That's what they did to the Indians with the buffaloes. That's what they did with the buffaloes to kill the Indians. Yeah, China mostly. You know what? I have known for a while that we were sold. We've been sold out to China. We've been sold to China, honey. China has been buying land right next to our military bases. You think that's not a problem? It's too bad. That's a problem. People have got to wake up, though. Wake up and smell the sodium pentothal. Wake up, people. Wake up. I called it the cosmic snooze bar. That cosmic snooze bar is getting shorter and shorter, getting to the point where you can't even hardly see it to hit it anymore. But people are still managing to do it. If they have to use a magnifying glass and a pair of tweezers, they're going to hit that snooze bar. Mm-hmm. Right. Post magnetized, posi magnetized world. I'm going to have to see what they mean by that. What's posi magnet? Posi magnetized. Oh, fuck. Well, see, that was why I wanted an Earth ship. I want my own village. I want to get. I want. I just want to get away from this crap. It's bullshit. We have got serious bullshit, and if we can't change it en masse for people, we had better have our own places ready because all I can say is if we can raise our vibration enough, some of these baddies can't get to us. But I think we're going to see a great change take place over this year. But if it doesn't take place over the next 2 years, we're toast and I'm going to burrow, but I'm going to find somewhere to burrow in. Um, but I think I think we're going to change things this year. It goes down. This is year it goes down and people get fed up. I think they've just about had enough. People are getting more and more fed up all the time. Oh, yes, RJ, higher frequency vibes are extremely important. I can talk about these things. I don't feel a bit of fear, not one. I can talk about these things. I am not panicky, fearful, nothing. Kind of dispassionate about it. My reality, I know in my reality, I'm not going to live in that world, okay? That's not going to be my world. My world is the one that we're creating now. We're creating, and it's going to be wonderful. We are not uh, creating some dystopian nightmare, although it's going to look that way. But having it look that way is maybe going to make people dissatisfied enough to finally do something about it. That's that's the hope anyway. That people are finally going to do something. Exactly. So we get the positive going in the right direction. Yeah. It's gonna freeze for 10 years. Well, not for me it ain't. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something that I've heard and that I'm getting a signal yes on. We're getting some extraterrestrial help with this. We're not going to have a fast flip, and we're not there. We've got friends who are going to make sure that we don't end up an X life form, okay, an X planet, okay. If okay, the old Earth is gone. They're toast. I'm sorry. The old Earth that you're seeing pieces of, you're seeing it in rags because it is. And remember, I showed you those four interlinked circles. D3 is, or a frequency 3 is going to be toast. There's nothing you can do about that. That's what has been chosen. 4 is the intermediate realm. 5 is where we have just hit the realm of 5. We're still in 4. So we're going to get all of that 4 influence, okay, which used to be our land of death. It's going to get more and more surreal as far as I can see. Part of the surreality is that this wasn't a real realm, it was just a shadow realm. 4 was always just a shadow realm of 3. So as long as we're in 4, it's going to be weird, okay? Until we get to the middle of 5. Now, here's the good thing about being in 4, though. Why we are in 4 is to give us time to learn to manifest properly. And by properly, what I'm talking about is without manifesting a bunch of crap that we don't want. Okay, so we're having manifestation practice. Why? Because once again, we're being given the keys to our world. Okay, they're about to hand the car keys over to us. There have been beings that have watched over us, and it doesn't mean that they're going away, but they want us to take control of our own fucking planet now and to learn how to do it, our own reality, our own lives. Okay, so we've been dependents a long time. We need to learn to manifest the right way and not stuff that we don't want. We need to learn to control our thoughts so that we don't create a bunch of crap and karma. And so that's why we're going through the fourth dimension for such a long time. We're practicing in the fourth dimension. You can manifest easier, but you can also see the fruits of your manifestation a lot faster. But that also means you see the results. And if your results are not good, not what you would wish, then you can correct. You still have time to correct. By the time you get fully into 5, things are going to manifest instantly. When we get fully into 5 and out completely out of 3, things are just going to manifest instantly. And we better be prepared for that, okay? So this is practice time. So I would say do some manifestation work daily and practice. Now, March is a special month. During the time of March, anything you plant is going to definitely bear fruit. So start planting some stuff, okay? You're definitely going to get a return out of whatever you plant this March. I'm going to be planting some stuff. Uh, and that can be ideas, that can be relationships, that can be anything you plant, that can be actual seeds. So plant things this month. Okay. Um, let's see what else. Yeah, we're in a stable, slow shift. Yes. And we are having help. So you're seeing that, RJ. Me too. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm told. It's a promise. It's going to be a slow shift, not a fast one. We're going to be okay. Exactly, RJ. Exactly. RJ, that's really very important. We have got to uh keep our minds exactly. And John was saying that earlier too. Hold on tight to your thoughts. Don't let them um, don't let them bring you down in vibration. Yeah, we need to set ourselves free first. I have been practicing and not and I remembered something about my wallet. My pants didn't have very deep pockets. When I was coming in from that trip to get my birth certificate, my pants didn't have deep pockets. I was worried that maybe I would drop while I was carrying stuff in, that maybe my wallet would drop out of my pocket. I think I dropped my wallet in a bag, one of the bags we took in. I'm going to have to look through every single bag. But I think that's where my wallet is. But not having a wallet is really, it's giving me a lot of opportunities and maybe some that I didn't ask or want. But I know that everything that happens, and I have to really tell myself this often, everything that happens now is happening for me and not to me. So whatever's happening, it's giving me something. It's there to give me something. So losing my wallet is giving me something. Okay? It's going to give me something. So whatever that is, I don't know. But everything that's going on, just see it, just have it in your mind that somehow it's going to give you something. It's going to give us something. I love the sound of this thing. I play with this for hours. I'll just sit and think about stuff and bang on this thing just like this, tap on it. La da da. I love this thing. It is indeed, RJ. Yeah, people look at me, look at you like crazy. Who cares? Who among me doesn't care? Who among us here doesn't care? I don't care. You know, they can't burn me at the stake this time. Not allowed to burn me at the stake. Pause peeps. Posy peeps. You mean posy posers? That should be a new term, right? Posa posers. Yeah. Yeah, somebody thinks I'm crazy. Somebody tried to tell me I had dementia. It's like, okay, let's see what your life looks like in a few years. A lot of people who are doing I've seen it before. A lot of people who are doing just swell right now are they're not going to be in the next few years because things are flipping, things are changing. And you're going to have to pedal with it. If you don't, forget it. But yeah, but I'm not nowhere near dementia or anything like that. I, I have people. I have. I kind of get checked because I have some. I'm still dealing with my anxiety and stress that I for the complex PTSD. And but I'm told that really my mind is sharp on the whole. So and I'm actually very intelligent. So um, you know, I'm not worried about my mind. But watch where you point that thing. No, where are your thoughts going? I'm not going to be dead that soon. Really, we're heading into a time where you could very easily live to be 200. We're heading into a time when you don't have to die soon anymore. You don't have to die. What's really very young? Really, less than 100 is young. You died young prematurely. Actually, less than 200. You died young. We die young these days. But I'm not. I'm not going to die until I'm ready. Then again, I'm going to tell you though, I see a lot of beauty coming. And it may be that some people who right now think I'm leaving here and I'm never coming back, it could be that once the changes are here and once the positive changes are coming in, that you decide that you want to live here a little longer and enjoy it because it's going to be beautiful. There are still things about this planet that are very beautiful, and that can continue to happen. And the farther we get into frequency 5, the more it can happen. Right. That's true. A lot of people who have complex PTSD end up being guides, mentors, and teachers because, yeah, daggone it, we've been through that shit. Okay. And we want to help people because of the way that we suffered. We don't want other people. We really understand the suffering. Okay. A lot of us have been through, like I have been through, many dangerous and should be dead type experiences, should have been gone type experiences. So a lot of us, yes, you're right, RJ. I've noticed the same thing. Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful place when we clear it out. When we clear it, when we 5D or 5 frequency 5, Earth, new Earth is going to be beautiful, is beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay? The 5D new Earth is beautiful. And we might find we want to linger a little bit to have some fun. So let's just keep that in mind that we're going to a beautiful place one way or the other. And even if you die, you're still going to a beautiful place. So you're going to a beautiful place. It doesn't matter. You're going to go to a beautiful place where people are much better, one way or the other. And I think, yeah, I'm the type, I'm going, you know what? It's like I had a reading the other day. It's like that I'm going to be given the choice to stay or go. this life. That this could be my last life here. And I am thinking, and that I would be given the opportunity to stay and help people. Be kind of a spirit guide type person. I think I'd demand a vacation first to go back home and see my family for a little while, then come back. I want to see my family. Maybe I can have it all. Who knows? Maybe I can have all that and a bag of chips, right? Maybe. Get info off of computers, buried text inside caches of 5-gallon sealed buckets. Hmm. Yes, yes, I think so too, RJ. That's what I see. I see, and I don't think the Klaus Schwab will be part of that. Schnabby is getting ready to pass, I think. His day is going to be up, I think. Um, who knows who he's going to leave that to, or if he's going to try and transfer himself into someone else. But I wouldn't put it past him to have that already set up. Hmm. Yes, and it'll be fun. I think I can foresee a day when it'll actually be fun to be here. This will be fun again, like it was supposed to be. This is just water, by the way, pure water. Get yourself a nice alkalinizing, really decent water filter. Get yourself a really decent water filter, folks. The other thing is, in my town, they're very proud of their water. So they don't overdo it with the pollution. They don't overdo it with the chemicals here. So I can keep a water filter much longer than I could in some areas like in Akron. Oh my God, their water's like a swimming pool over in North Hill. Their water was like a freaking swimming pool. I got so sick on it. Oh yeah. Well, see, that's it. I've already got some wizardly powers. RJ, I've been already doing that. And if you were not here to see the white light shine on my head and me kind of turn white. That was when I saw my alternative selves, my other selves. I met my two other selves that I probably will meet more. I have a feeling I'll probably meet more, but those were the two important ones for me to know about now. So I already kind of have that going on. I can see that as that gets stronger as we go along, as we raise up in the energy levels, yeah, the powers are going to be wizardly. That's one of the things I'm working on this channel is giving people hope and really stressing to people, come on, we can hack this matrix. We can have godlike superpowers. And some of them we already have. And that's why I say I can talk to the clouds. We might be able to talk to the fire and say, fire, we don't want you to burn our town or whatever. We might be able to do that if we can learn to get control of the elements through love, you know, and really I control them through love. If we can learn to do that, then it's going to make it so much harder for these other entities to destroy us. I mean, what if they try to start a fire and the fire just says, no, we like these people. We're just going to burn over here a little bit harmlessly. What if that were to happen? What if they try to do stuff and it just backfires on them? I mean, it could happen. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm gathering a posse to head for Mordor. That's what I feel like. That's what it is like sometimes, but am I afraid? No, I'm not afraid. I have it on very good authority. I'm going to be taken care of the whole way. I'm going to be looked after the whole way. They're not going to let anything happen to me. Not anything I didn't contract for. So, mhm. Yeah, Maxfield Parrish, one of my favorite artists. Yeah, that is the world we used to live in. I believe that was Atlantis. I believe that the statues, the so-called Tartarian stuff, I believe that's Atlantis. It's left over from Atlantis. And Maxfield Parrish was remembering. Yes. Yeah, supposedly the inner earth is safe. The surface is difficult. Hmm. Yeah, supposedly the inner part of planets are more protected than the outer, obviously. So if that would make sense. So it really is spaceship Earth. But it's as if we're living on the surface of a spaceship. And here's the weird thing too. Uh okay, we are seeing evidence of corpses everywhere. Roger will tell you that. Okay, Roger from Mud Fossil University speaks of this often. That the whole world is just corpses. It is. It's giant corpses, titanic corpses. That's all the earth that we see everywhere, melted cities and petrified giants. Okay. And even petrified smaller stuff too. I mean, you can find lungs and hearts and whatever. I've seen it at our gym shows around here. I've seen the lung collection. Here's a guy that has a collection of lungs. He collects lungs, petrified lungs, animal lungs. So, wait a minute now. What was this planet like? Was it really something else before all of the corpses died on it? What's under there? What's under the miles and miles of corpses? It's a very interesting question. What if this was more like a ship? This is just speculation. This is just a little mind exercise, okay? But what if this was more like a ship at one time? And what if the reason we have all of this dirt and rocks and melted cities and so on is because of the mud flood and the dead giants, and they have made up the physical uh, earth of the earth? the physical dirt. Okay. Then somewhere at the core, there could be something else that we're not being told about. I mean, there could be a metal shell or something. There could be some kind of a shell under there, and they're talking about the mantle and the core and blah blah blah. What if that mantle is the original ship? What if the mantle of the earth, that space between it's almost like, what if it was a ship? Maybe some technology we really don't understand. And then after you go past a certain point, there's lava. Okay. But couldn't that be some other kind of thing going on? Couldn't that be? See, it's a funny thing. We don't take into account that there is biology, like, for instance, anybody who's ever made a, what do you call it? When you put all your scraps and stuff and you let it rot into soil, right? It gets warm because of bacterial action. Bacteria are alive, and it can actually catch fire in the winter. People have actually had compost, that's it, catch fire in the winter. There's no fire there. It's a chemical reaction. It's overheating because of the bacterial action. And they say don't spread that on the lawn until it's thoroughly cooled, because otherwise you'll burn your plants, right? Because of the bacterial action. So sometimes I wonder, oh, yeah, RJ, Roger even found it in the Bible, that supposedly Jesus, that wasn't his name, it would have been Yeshua. But if it was going to be anything, because J wasn't invented at that time. And besides, nobody's going to name their kid after Zeus. No Hebrew family is going to name their kid after Zeus. But Jesus said that one day, if you're seeking, you're going to look at the world and you're going to see a corpse. And when you do that, you're going to be, I don't remember the exact words, but you're going to be upset when you do. And, but that's the beginning of knowledge. That's the beginning of really knowing what's going on. Is when you look outside and you can see that the whole world is a corpse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's documentation. We just don't acknowledge it as such. Hey, Elderberry, how you doing? Do do do. Elderberry, he found us. Yeah, mulch, uh, compost. It gets hot from the bacterial action. Yeah, interesting, right? What if some of that heat generated is from bacterial action? What if, that long buried mulch is part of what's going on? I don't know. Um, or did that somehow you know, power things at one time? I don't know. Um, hot molten rock, it has to be pretty hot to melt rock. But if you had some kind of a surface that you heaped layers and layers of insulation in the form of petrified corpses on, wouldn't that make it very hot? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it produces methane. Mhm. Elderberry, you're looking kinda blue. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder about that. I do wonder about that. I mean, gold veins are the gold in people's veins, giants' veins, you know? We know that the giants ate meat because they were eating people. That's why they were killed. That's why the Native American tribe killed that one group of giants. They wouldn't stop eating people, right? That's why they burned them out. But so, yeah. So they would have actually that there's something to it, really. I'm even wondering the Serpent Mound, okay? Was the Serpent Mound artificial even? Or was it the body of a giant serpent that they just buried their dead giants in? Was it a gigantic serpent? Really, a serpent? I wonder about that. And then they would have buried their dead in it, the giants, because, yeah, the giants were 10 feet tall in there, in mounds. They're like 10-foot tall giants. So, um, we had them around here. We have mounds around here. Yeah, you hit them on the head with a wrench when you need to, elder. Oh, wow. Tiny baby four-leaf clover. Oh, that is wonderful. Yeah, the way they say Jim's for. Yeah, I think that there's something about that too. However, I just did listen to a video where a Victorian, uh, a Victorian, some there was this famous thing that happened in Victorian times. He was in a kind of an explorer type, this guy. He had a lot of things around it was Roger, it was on Roger's channel. He had a lot of things around his place, like rocks with water in them. That's called anhydrous, by the way. And I know that because I'm in the gemstones lapidary. I did some lapidary work. I was interested in gemstones and crystals and stuff. So apparently he had one that his old wife died. He got a new wife. She had her little friends with her, and they were having fun, and they found one of these stones, and he said it was an anhydrite, it was one with water in it. And they cracked it open, and sure enough, there was water in it. And they poured it out into a glass, and the stupid idiot drank it to be funny, just to be cute. and it killed her. Now, if you've got any sense in the world, you're not going to drink water coming from some random rock, right? But it basically turned her body rigid very quickly. It turned her to stone. Roger found the stuff that it might have done that. If that went throughout her body and turned her right into stone, um, there would be things mixed into the floodwaters that might turn you quite quickly. It might be a quite a quick transition from corpse into stone. Wow, that would be really beautiful. I'd love to see that. I hope you post a picture of it somewhere. Supposedly it's real. It's on Roger's channel about a woman turned to stone in 45 minutes. And if that's real, well, he was talking about he had a substance that could do that. That if you don't keep watering the thing, it'll petrify the thing. Something about something like that. So something you put on plants that you have to keep watering them. Yeah, it weird. So anyway, he was saying, yeah, there are substances that can do that. You know how he studies things. And if it was pumped all through your body, yeah, then it could turn you to stone very quickly. So I'm wondering about that. Dark Meta, I haven't seen you in ages. What's up? Oh, cool. Yeah, if that's true, that is pretty interesting. Because you remember it said that the ancients had weapons that could turn you to stone right away, right? That was the Gorgon. The Gorgon could turn you to stone right away. And they did that for fun, for lawn ornaments. They weren't very nice about it. I don't suppose it'd be very much fun to be petrified while you're still alive. I guess this woman had pains while she was turning to stone. Pains in her stomach at first, and then she went rigid, and then she died, and then her body went rigid very, very quickly. And they couldn't hardly straighten her out to work on her. So, yeah, kind of amazing, all of these things. I think Roger is right about Womb Cave, and that part on the one side is the baby, and it was like a coffin birth. And that's kind of morbid, but I think that it does look like a face, and that would explain a lot of things. Um, no, people don't get it. They don't get it yet, but those of us who see it, it's not easy to look at. But like I said, I'm just passionate about it now. I'm not, I can look at these things and I'm not afraid. I'm not grossed out. I'm not freaked out. I can just say, oh, isn't that interesting? I wonder what that means. Right. Right. Yep. Wow, that's interesting. It's an Aboriginal tale. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That is really incredible. I find that all really interesting. Legends, how the legends are kind of telling us, like, there's one mountain range called the Sleeping Woman or something like that, or the Sleeping Girl or something. Looks like somebody just fell asleep there and turned into a mountain. Well, the thing is we're looking at mountain ranges wrong. There are some mountain ranges that people have taken pictures of, and if you turn them upright, they look like profiles. They look like faces. Then there are other places where there are structures of land that obviously look like faces, look like heads, look like body parts of various kinds. There's a place in South Africa. Michael Tellinger said he used to drive by it every time. He used to think, wow, it looks like a foot. Then he came to realize that it probably is a foot. And then, according to Roger's way of looking at things, yeah, it's a foot. What he was looking at all this time that looked like a foot was really a foot. It was just so giant that, people aren't used to thinking like that. Well, that's true. The layers of dust and dirt might actually be plumping up the size. Yeah. Yeah. Still mountain sized, you know? Um, and like I said, we have heard tales that there are very much bigger beings. I mean, if Adam, well, depending on who you talk to, was 20 meters tall, some people say more. The Muslims say bigger than that. I think they say 40 or 60 or something. Well, if people were several meters tall, and then there were beings that were much taller than that, and then there's dust. Now, this is something too that people don't realize is that the sun blows dust on us all the time, all the planets. That's kind of how the planets get seeded. The sun blows solar dust on them on all the time. So we're getting the dust from the sun, and you know how dust builds up, right? So we're getting dusted by the sun all the time. So how many thousand years does it take to build up miles of dust? I don't know, but literally the solar wind blows dust all over us. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Oh, Dolly, just all you got's wine, you got no water left? You poor thing. You'll have to live like a French person. Maybe. Could be, RJ. Because honestly, if you think about it, uh, if this is a ship, they say that the moon was driven here from somewhere else. What if these bodies were, what if they're all ships? And we have living ships. I mean, I know my people make ships that are alive. And you drive them by becoming one with the ship. You basically the ship is part of you, and you drive them by. You are the consciousness driving the ship, just like these avatars here that we have. And so, is that how the planets get formed? I mean, if and we know there is a being. I mean, Mother Earth has a being. Is a being. What if all the planets are beings? And we're told that they are. They all they all have a personality. What if they're living ships? And they have lives just very, very different and much longer than ours. Right, that's true, Dark Meta. Yep. Yes, I know. Everything that we make is imbued with our spirit. That's why my Sparky, I was going to talk about my Sparkle, my little octopus looking AI that one of my selves has that's basically uh runs everything. I mean, is it that different from Alexa? It's just a very, very upgraded Alexa system, you know? But we've already got the underpinnings of that. And I got this to remind me of that meeting with my Sparkle unit. It was so glad to see me. It was like a dog. It was like a dog coming up and it wanted a hug. It wanted a hug and some pettings when I came home. And all my appliances were happy to see me. Go figure. You know what it kind of reminds me of? You remember any of you Douglas Adams fans? You remember Sirius Cybernetics, where all of the appliances and everything talk to you? RJ, I believe that too. Yeah. I'm thinking that's what happened. These are our that's the way we are, where we come from. We make living machines. We become one with the machines. The machines are part of us, and that's how we get around and do things. That's just part of our culture. Oh dear. Well, gee. A vet appointment. A weak trachea leads to liver disease. What, for the pup? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. So yeah, it's like it could very well be that That's just the way we roll, so to speak. It's the way we travel. I remember seeing a Stargate opening and a great big gold dragon shaped ship come through. Beautiful ship. And she was alive. Yes. And I walked into her through her third eye. There was a portal in her third eye area. And I walked into that. That's how some of us got here, was on that golden dragon as part of the golden dragon. That's another way that people travel, is they store themselves inside a body. And there may be like a bunch of people storing their consciousness inside the body of a living ship. And then when they get to a planet, they unpack that and uh, make bodies. Uh, but yeah, it's sort of like in the meantime, they're stashed away as part of the ship, performing functions. And you know what? There are some people I've met that actually even remember being in that situation. They even remembered what part they were in of the dragon. I was near the ice area. I was near the third eye area. One guy I met, he said he knew he was in the arm. He knew he was in the arm. And other people were in the wing, and other people were in the mouth. And I have met people who remember that. I'm not the only one that remembers. So I was up by the eyes, and particularly by the third eye. And there was a bunch of us stored in there, and we were heading for somewhere. And that was the way we traveled. And then when we got there, we were going to build our avatars once we got there. I know, very different than how our society is here. He had a green dragon vision. Oh, cool. Well, that might be the wood dragon that is supposed to be the dragon of this year. Oh, yeah, that's right. The fluid filled leg. Oh my gosh, Dolly, that's really not good. That's really not good. He could have a blockage. Yeah, you need to get that checked. Oh, poor puppy. My lazy little knucklehead, I hope everything's okay with you for a long time. Mommy doesn't want to have to deal with all that for a while now. You better be okay, Mr. Mewcake, for a while. You better be okay for a while. Baby cake. You better be planning to stay with me for a while, because I'm going to miss you. You know, that's the thing, is we set ourselves up for this heartache. We know it's going to hurt. And we know they don't live as long as we do. And we know all that, and still we keep pets. Someday you're gonna break my heart. Someday you're gonna tear it apart. I know that someday you'll leave me. Someday you're gonna break my heart. A conscious teleporter. Hmm. Hmm. Hi, Don. Hi, Don McRon. How you doing? Okay. Thank you. Go toss cookies, Dolly. I don't want you sitting there all sick and feeling like you're going to puke. Yeah, poor Dolly. Okay. Our thoughts will be with you, dear. So, oh, good to see me. Have we met? Have we met in another avatar? In another persona? In another life? Yeah, my alternative selves, like I said, one is a light being and has need of nothing and is dwelling with other light beings. So I realized that is that one of those light beings I was looking at was another me talking to myself. That was very interesting. Nobody warned me. I certainly didn't wake up that day going, "Gee, I think I'm going to meet myself." Right? Gee, I think I'm going to go into the future wherever it is, whatever life it is where I've turned into a light being, or over to where we have that Star Trek lifestyle or that Star Wars lifestyle with uh, all of the AI with personalities and that are honest to God like puppy dogs. I mean, really, Sparkle was just like a pet. Like, oh, you're back. I love you. I missed you so much. I could feel it. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know even how I did that, except I followed the beam of light when it was falling on me. And I still got to go back and find. Gosh, if you guys can help me find that day when that there was twice that happened. That beam of light hit me and turned me white, twice or three times, and that last time was a doozy. Yeah, and I'm like, I really got to save that for posterity. People will not believe until they see it. Oh, wow. You're kidding, Dark Meta. I didn't see any of it. How come I wasn't notified of any of it, Dark Meta? Oh, you did, Dawn? Cool. What were you like? That must have been what kind of drew you into the stream, huh? Project, how you doing, Project Skyfalls? Dark Meta, I'm really pissed off now. I didn't see any notification. I was looking for my friends. That pisses me off. You were streaming for 24 hours, and I missed all of them. I have to go and find John when I think he's going to be on. I have to go and find Max Vision. I have to go and find everybody when I think they're going to be on. Oh, cool. I'll have to go look. Yeah, I don't know either, but I know a lot of people don't get my announcements. And other than getting on board and paying YouTube their due and monetizing and doing all that, I don't know how I would change that because I think that's the problem. Yeah. Well, that's why I try and keep loosely to a schedule and put out announcements when I'm not going to be there, when I'm not going to be on, because I'm on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, usually. Sometimes I'm off one of those days because something goes on. I have to do something, but I try to be on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. I wanted to ask you guys what you think about. Now, some people already answered. What do you think about me having a Patreon and having some private stuff so that we don't have to worry about outside? I mean, occasionally we get outside yahoos who walk in and just, want to make hash, but not too often. But I'm thinking where I don't have to worry about the YT algo and all that stuff. Um, and where I can make enough to pay for this lovely StreamYard. But I actually would like to start. I'm thinking I actually deserve to make a few bucks off of this. I spend a lot of time doing this. Um, I am very I will do a marathon and then I'm really tired the next day. So it's not like I'm doing nothing. I don't want to hang anybody out to dry, but on the other hand, I think I deserve something for my trouble. That's cool. I don't know. Is there a button? Is there a button to join on my channel? Let me look and see if there's a join. I don't think I have one. Do I? Do I have a join button? I don't think I do. That's awesome, Dark Meta. Maybe eventually you will come up on my notes. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, here's my channel. Hmm. Home. Okay, so 12 are watching, which is different from what I'm seeing. Okay. I have 430 subscribers, a little bit more, and I'll have my 500. And I think there's something that happens when you get 500, isn't there? Don't you get something with 500? Huh. Manage videos. Would it be there? No, it's not there. Okay, I don't see where it says anything about I don't see where it says anything like that. Yeah, I'm looking. Let's see, settings. No, that's just YouTube settings. No, it's not. Hmm, no, not telling me anything really. Wait a minute, here's a button that might be something. Yeah. Well, it doesn't tell me a whole lot of much. It doesn't tell me a lot. Hmm. But I have 430 subscribers. You know what? I need. Hmm? Ew. That sounds horrible, Dolly. Yeah, dark meta. I wonder about that. Nobody sees mine either, hardly. Robert De Niro wants you to vote for him for what? Wait a minute, RJ. Okay, now you have two. Now you got two subscribers. Everybody go subscribe to RJ and Dark Meta. Make sure you're subscribed. Take a moment out and do that. Yeah. Go subscribe to everybody. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody's channel. Let me see. Dolly, do you have a channel? I'm already subbed. I'm subbed to Dolly. I thought you did. Yeah. Let me make sure I'm subbed to everybody. Oh, there. Somehow I was not subbed or unsubbed or something to Skyfall. Somehow. Because I swear I was subbed at one point. That's another thing. They'll unsubscribe you. It's weird. It's like, why? Why do you do these things to us? Do you have a channel, Don? Yes, you do. Okay, I'll sub. I'll check it out later. You seem like you know something. Cool. Ah, cool. Yeah, they change everything pretty regularly. I'm sub to Kitty, aren't I? I guess I wasn't, or I was unsubscribed or something. Okay, I think I got everybody now. I think I got you all. If for some reason, okay, I think I got everybody now. Wait a minute, let me find elderberry. I don't know. Do I have elderberry? They're not showing me elderberry's chats, so I can't go check. Elderberry, where are you? There you are. I'll go check and see. We'll have a subscribe party. There you go. A little subscribe party. Right. Who, me or Meta? I'm thinking of doing a Patreon. And by tomorrow, I will be charging for readings. Don't worry, you guys will still have the opportunity to get some freebies. I'll figure it out. My core group. Right. I should do classes. I should. I don't, I'm gonna, I think there's some kind of way. Uh, well, I think of something. But yeah, I need to think about starting to bring some money in with this because it's been a while now, and Chloe sent me some stuff. People through the ages have sent me, like, from time to time, Gemini, um, uh, one with all sent me a little bit of money, and I have, like, a long time ago, I had a couple subscribers that were sending me some pretty decent money to help keep me going. But um, stuff happened to them. The people were all kinds of terrible things were happening to people for a while. Hmm. Pond and Pepper Patch, and maybe the chickens. Mhm. Yeah, get aluminum free if you can get it. Aluminum's not good for you. Hmm. Yeah. I got some fishies. I just have beta fish because they're pretty. I like to look at them. But yeah, this March, remember March, things are going to really grow what you plant. I'm going to plant me some money. And please do. I want to say now that there are several of you here, if you have ever considered wanting to mine blockchain from your phone, there is a new app called Pi where you can do that. Please click my link in the description to get there so that I get some credit. I'll put you in my trusted people, well, whatever they call that, my list. There are groups that you can form into. You can put me in your list, I think, too, in your little circle. We can put each other into our circles and get extra money that way. So let's get the blockchain thing going. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if we can get the blockchain thing going for ourselves. I have I've been experimenting, with my little betas. Um, I have now four male betas and four little girl betas all together in a tank. The male betas, of course, are separated. Got to keep them separated. And so I'm trying different things in each tank. In one tank, we have, in one male beta tank, we have a beta and two snails, two baby snails. In another, we have um, a beta, two snails, and a plant. And another, we have just a plant and a beta. And then in the girls' tank, we have, oh, wait, and in one of the boys, we have a plant, a beta, and two snails, and a little Chinese algae eater. Then the girls' tank, we have a golden algae eater, some snails, like three snails, two plants, and four little girls. So I'm seeing how they all do. Now they all have plants. Before, one of them didn't have anything but the fishy. But now they've all got plants with them. So we'll see how that works. What? It's for phones, but they are beta testing for PCs. You can go and read about it. They're working on a PC when they're beta testing it. On omens and meanings. Omens? You mean like, I'm not sure what you mean, Kitty, but that would be interesting. What do you mean by omens and meanings, dear? Yeah. Well, Kitty, maybe we should talk. Well, start projecting for the start pro- Project Skyfalls. Decide that it's going to happen just like I did. Remember, I was not in a good place a few years back. I intended my way here and it happened. You can do that too. You don't have to stay where you are if you don't like it. You can intend that things open up for you to get somewhere else. I will support you in that. I will help you understand that. Well, thank you. I was thinking on my other channel with the cards, I haven't been back to that channel in a way. I feel a little bit bad about that, but I have trouble with my equipment. And it seems like everybody, you have to have a camera, an overhead camera to do card channels. And my overhead boom went bust. So I got a new overhead boom. I'm hoping helps with that. I might be back on my card channel soon, my card reading channel, and I'm thinking of doing a channel. How would you guys feel about a channel that was mostly music? Was just mostly all music. And then we'd have a karaoke party every now and then. What do you think of that? Robert De Niro is a plant, not just an alien. Is Alien taken out? I mean, is RJ? Okay, thanks for coming in, RJ. We're gonna miss you. Yeah, love you all. Yeah, yeah, I love you too. Thank you, Kitty. Yeah, I need good ideas. Good, good project. That's good practice. Good practice. Who likes Biden? Robert De Niro? Oh, well, he's got issues then. Right. Hmm. Well, that's just the thing I always figure. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't hang around. There are other channels to watch. Keep flipping, keep clicking. I don't care. I am not going to make it uh, a numbers game in that regard. You know, um, I'm not about to compromise my values. So I figure I will attract the people that are meant to see it, that are meant to see me, and that you have friends that are meant to see me. That's what I figure. So Dollywood liked the All Music channel. Hmm. Well, I'm just thinking of things that I can do really easily. Like I could pretty easily have a musical channel where I just sing or play guitar or maybe philosophize or something, and then have karaoke parties. where people can just come in and sing if they want to, sing to the world. I don't know. I don't know, Dark Meta. You're allowed to discuss medicine in allegorical terms, as far as I know. Like, I did this and that happened. Like I had indigestion and I took some baking soda and water and it went away, or I took some vinegar and water and it went away, because a lot of times you really don't have enough acid in your stomach, and if you take a little vinegar and water, it'll go away. You know. Yeah. Well, I think in all these channels, if you start acting up, I'll just boot your ass and not look back. Right. That's what I was thinking, project. I have no idea what to charge in that kind of case, but yeah. Yeah, see your doctor. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could do that on the karaoke channel if you wanted to. On the music channel, I think I'd let you do that. It's no problem. If you want to dance instead of sing to music, still music. But in order to not get in trouble for playing the music, I'm not sure what the particulars are. I'm going to have to ask One With All, because One With All is taking lawyering school, right? She's getting a law degree and she's really good at the details. So, and I'm not. So I need to know just how much trouble I can get into. Right. You can share your experiences. How to look, what? What are you talking about, Elderberry? Dancing with the wheel. Maybe do the workbook with everyone and want to read the book of Braille, How to Live Long and Prosper. What? This is all, well, I kind of understand some of the references, maybe, but not really. Yeah, that would be fun, Dolly. Maybe we should do that together, because I always kind of had that idea too. One of the things I liked about Columbus is when I was down in Columbus, you could eat a different style food every night. You could eat a different nationality food every night. That was cool. Ah, the medicine wheel book. Okay. Mhm. Valiant Thor, the Book of Realm. Indeed. I had the eyebrow thing going. You can't really see it very well now, but yeah. I do get the eyebrow thing sometime. Vulcan eyebrow. Hey, are we Vulcan around now? Get your Vulcan hands off me! Hope I did service to Doohan. Hey, Jimmy, wherever you are, you were a good guy. I met Doohan. He was a good guy. You know, Scotty from Star Trek. He was a good guy. He used to invite people over to his ranch. He's a good guy. You got good eyebrow riz, do you really? Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Members only. And just on regular, just make a little condensation of what was in the book. But if you want the whole thing like Paul's talk that he's coming in, make that a members only thing. hmm Otherwise, you just get a little sort of a encapsulation of it. Right. If you want more than one card, you can donate. Well, that's what I was doing, Don, but I'm doing karaoke. That's how I'm doing karaoke is I'm putting it on my tablet and singing to it. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. And letting people know, giving it credit, giving the credits. Maybe I will say, hey, this is how to sing it. Then I'm just demonstrating, right? Or is like a sniper. Oh, you're funny, Meta. You know, that's funny because that's a Danish name. I had a, that was a friend of our family when I was growing up. Her name was Meta. That's something interesting. It's a Danish name. Meta is a Danish woman's name, Meta. Yeah, I remember Meta. So that's an actual name. And now I got to wonder. You need to pipe tunes through some bows. I want to be a cowboy, baby. There he is. You sure do. That's what he does for a living every day. You can see he's working hard. He's working hard on getting the gold when that snoozing championship comes around. And you know, sometimes after a long, hard bout of snoozing, he is so tired he has to just go right to sleep. He just eats and then he goes back to sleep. Oh, you can't hear the music. Oh, from my I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. Okay. I'll have to think of some way. Hmm. I may have a way to do it. I don't see it right here handy. I do have a speaker. It's a pretty good sounding speaker. No. You know what? I'm going to look for that speaker and I'm going to try it. I'm sorry. I didn't know. There you go. Donations for requests. You're right. I need to do something. Isn't there an app? Somehow, Lady Free Flow is putting up videos where she's singing. Wow. Okay, I will fix that, folks. I wish I'd known that before. I would have corrected it by now. Hmm. You're right, Don. I've been thinking about merch. Does anybody have the best way to go for merch? Because the ones that I'm seeing want to charge like $30 for a freaking t-shirt, and then I get like 80 cents. I don't think that's right. Does anybody know how to work the merch thing properly? Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I would think PayPal would be offering all that kind of stuff. They like the money. What, Temu, as far as merch, they don't do custom. Yeah, no, because you have to have all kinds of different sizes and stuff. Now, used to be I had Cafe Press. They were print on demand and they would drop ship it anywhere, and you could have people order right off they would give you a little one page website that people could order off of, and that was brilliant. And I did have a shop for a while with them, a bigger shop. You could get a bigger shop. But I fell on hard times and all that went kaput. But I did have all that at one time. Because, of course, I'm an artist and I have all kinds of art. There is deviant art, but the problem with deviant art is they have then rights to your art to go through deviant art. So that isn't good. I'm trying to find somebody honest. I mean, if they took a portion, but no, I ain't gonna give them right to all my art. You know what I do with Temu? I order from Temu all the time. Haven't had a problem going through another business though. Going through PayPal. I go through PayPal or I go through Klarna or Afterpay. I go through a service, a cash app of some kind. I do not give my info directly to Temu, and I don't recommend it. And I don't recommend giving them any more influence than you can barely get by with. Okay, so if you do Temu, get yourself a PayPal or a Stripe or something, or you can use Afterpay or Klarna and go through them. But I don't give my info straight to them. They know me as D-Ocean or something, D-Ocean Swagger or something. They don't know my full name. Yeah. I am very bad at sending things out. I don't have a car and I'm living in an apartment building, so I'm not really sure how things would work with having them pick it up. I'm not really sure how that would work out. I don't know how to do that. Oh yeah, you go idea shopping on DeviantArt, yeah. Mhm. Timu. Morgan? Who's Morgan? I don't know who Morgan is. You guys know these things that I don't know. Let's aerate that water, shall we? Oh, Isabella. No, I haven't seen him in a while. Hmm. Who can get donations for songs and duets? Project Skyfalls? Why did he name himself Isabella 2.0? It's kind of strange. I never heard the story behind that. Streamlabs. Okay, let me see if I can find that. I'm going to use my tablet here and see if I can find that. Let me plug in my tablet though because it's burning energy. Let me say, hmm. Okay, hang on. See if I can find Streamlabs. Is it on the Play Store? Is it on just online? Best streaming platform. Okay. Ah, Grow with Streamlabs desktop alerts, overlays, tipping, and merch. Cool. Are they going to get on my case for not being uh it is on Google Play. Okay. So you're saying it's good. It's only got a 3.5 rating. It says it was a good app and now it's bottomed out. They're giving it bad ratings now. Now in 23. Yeah. Looks like it may be one of those that has gone down the hill. Well, I'll keep it on my thoughts. I'll see and check for things like that. If you hear of something like that, let me know. Yeah. If you guys would like to know something about oh, okay. Maybe the app is just bad. Maybe it's just the app. Hang on. Let me see if I just find just Streamlab without the app. There. Maybe I don't need the app. Maybe the app is the problem. Okay, I've got it now. Thank you. Okay, getting started with Streamlabs. Here we go. So I'm going to be doing that after we finish here. I will go into that. Mm, interesting. Let's see if it's going to come back up. Yes, it will. Okay. I will go do that. I might go do a Patreon too. Streaming is involved, yes. Well, I expected that. Yeah, because I have tons of art. And I don't just use only the AI, like I take the AI stuff and then I do things to it to make it different so it isn't just something AI turned out. But I use the AI along with everything else, along with all the other tools. Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking of that too. Something that's not very expensive, but a lot of people would buy it. Well, this was a long thing for me. And when I first did my shops on um, cafe press, I had shops on cafe press. That was a learning curve for me because, I am back when they still had rotary phones. I lived back, my parents had a rotary phone for a while in my dad's bedroom. They had a freaking rotary phone. So learning how to get my stuff correctly into cafe press was something else, but I just banged away until I got it. Okay. So make a DT shirt. Well, actually, yeah, I was thinking of calling it DTs. NFT. NFT. Get a cricket? Oh, you mean like a cry cut? Cricket? Spelled cry cut? Right. Yeah, I know dark meta. Believe me, that's one of the reasons I don't want to bother with YouTube. I've heard about that YouTube. Mm. Yeah. It's really, people beat the crap out of creators. I'm sorry. Most of the time, a lot of these services beat the crap out of creators. And it gets tiresome, figuratively speaking, of course. It just, it's like your creativity is worth pretty much nothing. So, um, yeah. Well, thanks for helping me brainstorm because this is not at current my strong point, although I will somehow make it so where I am stronger at it. Oh gosh, it is terribly messed up. Yeah. Well, I make beautiful wrapped jewelry too. I make really beautiful jewelry, but making things custom is really hard. I think I'm going to have to just have things made but I got to get a good way of shipping things out because I'm still trying to get a handle on that too. I need a good way of shipping stuff out to people, of getting things out to people. Mhm. Yeah, I got tons of art that, needs to be printed onto something, though. I mean, that's the thing is you need to print it on something. Oop. You're from New Orleans. I know what that means. Yeah, even a few people would be nice. That's why I'm thinking of a Patreon. Even if people are contributing $1, that's better than nothing, you know, because yeah, life is just handing me a lot of these lessons about, dude, you've got to be a little bit more mindful of making money. That's what people are using in this reality right now is money. It's me. I've done some bartering and trading and stuff, but right now people want money. I mean, there's things like rent and stuff like that, money is what they want. Mhm. See, I already have some T-shirts that I've printed. I have, wait a minute. Hang on. I'll be right back. Watch this for a minute. I'll show you some stuff. I'll see if I can dig it out real quick. Hang on. I'll let you watch something while I'm looking.
Here you go, cowboy fans. Your daily dose of purness. Sweet, fluffy little white cat belly and purrs. And Cowboy just wanted me to translate this message to you that he backs the Canadian truckers and everybody who's joining in, which is pretty much everybody. 100%. That's right. Go, truckers, go. That's what Cowboy wants me to tell you. And let's hope the whole wide world joins in. That's right. See? He agrees. There you go. Okay, have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.
Only now it's the American truckers, not the Canadian ones. The cowboy is still backing them. Right, cowboy? You're still all for those truckers. Ah, I've done stuff like that. Okay. I do have one printing place I have dealt with, but it's very limited. There's my Sasquatch t-shirt. Can you see it? Sasquatch, Ohio. That's my state, Ohio. And here is my dragon one. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. Whee! There. I don't know. Can you see it? Oh, come on. This is very hard because I have to put it in front of the camera without seeing how I'm doing. So, yeah, but they only print one side, and I can get them for like $15 or something, 15 or $20, but they're only one-sided. And I know that a lot of people want better than that. And that is a bunch of my art stuff that just went onto the floor. Bubble wrap and brown bag it. What do you mean? What? Bubble wrap and brown bag and invest in a scale. I've got a scale. A sheet of forever stamps. Oh, okay. Watered acrylic paint. Cinch 'em and sew washers at the hem. What? Sew washers at the hem. Why are we sewing washers at the hem? Really? Yeah, I did that at one point. I was drawing on T-shirts with Sharpies. Yeah, that's funny, Dolly. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm thinking of selling cowboy merch. You have seen some of my, well, that's another thing. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something I made. I'll be right back. I'll let you watch something in the meantime. This is my intermission stuff. Hello, Jan Sue. I think I'm saying your name right. Maybe not. Is it Sue or So? Um, it's a book. I know a place where I can get books made. Um, this is my book. If anybody wants a copy, let me know. I'll see how much they're going to be if I'm going to send them out. This is the back. Me, cowboy. D Ocean Photos and Fantasy, Volume 1. Some of my photos. Photos and artwork made of photos. So it's not that I have any lack. It's just that these would have to be, not sure how much they'd have to be able to send them out to people. If you would love this to meditate, these pictures are beautiful to meditate on. I don't know how well you can see them. I would love for you to be able to. Maybe I'll make some kind of a video where I'm just aiming down at them and letting you see them. I don't know. I'll see if there's a way to do it. But I've got some that are, here's the dragons. Dragons. There's Super Kitten. There's a picture of Cowboy down here. Wait until it comes up. There. Cowboy with butterfly wings. So I've kind of done some work with it. This one is another version. It has a little bit different in it. But you'd have to. Oh, here's the back page. It's just really weird art. But I'm really good with photography. These pictures are all taken from either a phone or a tablet. Most people can't tell. Here's a picture of my place. Right there. Pictures of my place where I live. This right here, beautiful picture here of this sunset is a mud puddle out behind the store. Is out behind our Mark's store. That's a mud puddle. It looks like a waterway. It's just the way you take the picture. It's so illusionary. That's the thing about photography. There's such a heavy illusion, illusional nature to it. So anyway, yeah, it's pictures of my place, pictures of my boy, my little cowboy. And it kind of tells a story a little bit, like what the skies are like. Then I have some very weird sky pictures of anomalies over our heads here. You'd have to look at them closer to see the weirdness of. But anyway, yeah. Oh, this is the kitty cat page right here. I have a lot of pictures of my cats done in artistic ways. So anyway, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all my art. Hey, Don McRon. Nice meeting you, dear. Hope you show up again. That's cool. Thank you, Puck. Saying they are gorgeous. Some of them are acrylics. I've done some acrylic painting, yeah. Some of them are magic marker. Some of them are photo manipulation. Some of them are just photography. Um, it's a pretty mixed bag. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling good. Cowboy is sitting at the door trying to fake me out that he's guarding me from something out there. Are you guarding me from something, or are you just hearing stuff out there? Want to come up? Do you want to come up? Everybody like to see you. Everybody loves to see kitty cats. Don't they know? Everybody on the internet. Cats rule the internet. Kitty cats rule the internet. Why shouldn't you be a star, huh? Why shouldn't you be a star, Mr. Mew? You should definitely be a star. Oh, meows. He says meow. Okay, I'll be a star. People do some really dumb stuff and get money for it. Really dumb shit, too. Why not something cool? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think my dragons would make a nice set of cards. There's dragons. I made the same picture but in different color tones, like several versions of the same that I was thinking of making into cards, greeting cards. I was thinking of greeting cards. Yeah, painting with acrylics on a white canvas. You're right. And you know what is because I didn't have the setup to be able to do any kind of painting for a while. I got very good with acrylics. No, not sorry, not acrylic. I got very good with alcohol markers, that is to say, like Sharpies. I got very good with alcohol markers. So I can make really bomb ass stuff with alcohol markers. Wow. Sell bath water. Yeah. How about my underwear and my dirty socks? What about it, cowboy? You think I should sell underwear and dirty socks? Maybe that would do it. Yeah. Thing is, my feet don't smell really. I keep my feet very clean, honestly. I'm kind of weird about that because as a kid, I got plantar warts when I went to the YWCA for swimming, and I got them twice. And they were so bad that was such an awful experience. I've been careful about my feet ever since, and my feet are actually in nearly perfect shape. The only problem is I have a toe that's been broken on my left foot. Other than that, my feet are in perfect shape. So I'm kind of a, you know, it's not because I'm weird, it's just because I guess of that experience. I don't want anything if your feet are screwed up, you're screwed up. I love that dark meta. Cats guard the edge of flat earth. They're the ones that knock ships over the edge for lulls, and they go missing. I didn't know your hubby was a road manager. That's cool. Flow That's another thing people are doing that sometimes I would call it just barely art. It is art, but yeah. Some people do a very, very masterful job with pour acrylic pouring, and some people it is just I don't know. Oh my goodness. I really think that you have to be a beautiful girl to get it like that though. Oh yeah, this my vagina smells like candles. Oh, come on. Oh my God. There are people who paid for that. There is another artist or a YouTube, yeah, another YouTuber who had eyeshadows made based on her poops. They were all shades of poop. Mm-hmm. Ay, 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 ay. I can't even imagine why I would want to put somebody's poop colors on the eyes, but somehow she sold them. So there are people in any given instance, there are people who'll buy nearly anything. Oh yeah, Amy Schumer, I saw some of her work. Yeah, not exactly a comedian, is she? Work, right? Oh dear. Um, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I would be afraid. I don't want to know. I'm sorry, darling. I really don't want to know. Mm-mm. For an hour straight. Oh, geez. Really? Ooh. Yeah. I don't really want to. I don't need to. It's too much information for me. I have no need of knowing any of that. Oh, now you're looking, finally looking. There you go. Now you can see Mr. Special. He's finally looking at you. He's got his head on my. He likes my cushions. He really loves leaning against the earthing cushion and the flower of life cushion. So he's got good taste. He knows whereof he leans, right? Yep. He says, I like comfort. Cats are definitely comfort seeking animals. Oh dear. Hmm. That's disgusting, Darkman. I'm kind of grossed out by the whole thought. Yeah, you waste so much paint. Hmm. But I saw a crafter who actually reclaimed a little bit of the pour paint. What she did was she poured it over a vase and then carefully picked up the vase. So when she did the pour, she got a vase that matched the painting. And that was a good idea. And then there's a guy who does this thing where he punches holes in the bottom of cans and puts them on a rope and puts the canvas on the floor and swings it like a pendulum in different configurations. And the thing is some of the designs on the floor are prettier than what got on the canvas. What he's got on the canvas, but it is fun to watch. It's definitely got a performance art feel to it. Hmm. So that would be kind of interesting, though. Sort of a swinging pour art might be fun to watch. I haven't done the pour art yet. For me. You're just about to fall asleep again on me. Yep. He's wondering when mom's gonna come to bed, or actually to come to sleep. He likes to cuddle. Faux finishes, huh? Hmm. Yeah, so many things can happen while that stuff is trying to set. Mhm. Um, anyway, so anyway, that's some of the changes that are coming up to the channel. Um, we talked about several things tonight. Talked about some of the messages of my alternative selves. The light being says one of her main messages was in any situation, and I would hear her in the back of my head when things were happening. In any situation, no fear, only love. Don't fear. If you can beam love instead of fear, the whole situation can turn around. I hope I'm not too sorely tested, but so far, so good. Like when I first saw Sparkle, when I first saw this mechanical octopus coming at me in my vision, I didn't know how to feel about that. I mean, like right off, it's like, whoa, am I in danger? But I kept hearing fear is not the energy that's going to do any good in this situation. Don't fear. I'm like, okay. So you got the $5 oops gallons, huh? Oh yeah. I think I've got a pretty good grasp of color and composition. People say my art really pops. Um, my niche is, of course, niches is like fantasy and nature, and imaginational stuff. So that's what I do best. Is people have wanted me to do caricatures, and I cannot get into that. I hate caricatures myself. I understand their value, but I hate them. I would never get one done. Never have gotten one done. Have no interest, and it probably would be lucrative. But you got oops gallons. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, that'd be the way you'd have to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't see why not. Why that wouldn't it'd be kind of like an oh, there's things I'd like to if I had the room, I would certainly be um experimenting. One day when I have the room, I'm going to say it that way. Well, oh, dear. One day when I have the room, I'm going to be very experimental with stuff. Yeah, but it's time for me to get back into the groove of sending things out, of selling things and sending things out. Hmm. And get that going again. I don't think if it's stuff that I have lying around that they can. You know what else I've got? I've got vintage clothes. I've got vintage stuff. I got lots of vintage stuff. So that's another thing I have that I could probably be selling. I have some clothes that are maybe 30 years old, 40 years old. Heck, I'm 66. I have some clothes that probably I went to college in. I have shoes that are older than most of the students up at college. There's a woman who does a channel about, and she sells vintage clothing and stuff. And her channel, where she really made her success is a feature she calls "Stupid Rich People Fashion," where people have to guess: did she get it from a Goodwill dumpster? Did is it Balenciaga? How much did it cost? So she does that. And literally, it's sometimes very hard to tell. Okay, is this a high-end designer item or did it come out of the hardware section at Lowe's? Or she does, where are we going in this? Some styles that where the hell would you wear this? I mean, how would you ever how would you ever even, how do you even wear this? How do you even walk in this? So, you know, and some of the stuff that people pay incredible amounts for. She particularly hates Crocs and all the little doodads that they sell to put on your Crocs. So, ah, oh, historic homes, yeah. Ooh, have a little post nasal drip. Hmm. Oh, there is a little heart. I wonder what happens when I press the heart. Oh, let me see. Nothing. Nothing happens. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I see. I remember when drip used to be such a bad thing. It's like you'd call somebody a drip, or you would say somebody was a dope, was a bad thing. Now dope is good and drip is good. It's kind of funny. Thinning the herd. Yeah, pour painting. I had a friend who did pour painting. She did very well with it, though. That's the thing. She sold everything she made. Are you turning into a pumpkin? What time? Oh, freaking bloody hell again. Okay, it's almost 4 hours for me. And I started late. You know what? I love you guys, and I'm going to toddle off too. I'm going to toddle off. I love y'all. I will be back tomorrow doing card readings. I am going to be working on my empire, my online empire, and working at building myself some kind of security here, some kind of financial security online. So, are you Gucci? I'm feeling a little Gucci. Okay. Take care, Kitty. Thanks for coming. And for the rest of you, yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find all dark meta stuff. Um, See if I can take a look into that. And some of the other channels. And if they'll let me find you. And to all of my beloved family, remember you're divine. And remember, we're going to win. We're winning. Okay, we've gotten our butts into the fifth dimension. Let's just get the rest of us. But yeah, we're in the lower fifth dimension right now. So we are on the property. And my mantra is no going back. I'm not going backwards. I'm only going forwards. Okay. Remember, the truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some here. And check out my links. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your support, whether that be in the form of money or just love, which I shouldn't say just, but I mean, just kind words, love. I appreciate all your support. You really are the reason that I keep doing this. So with that, I will say see you tomorrow.